us to order at 6 o'clock. We have a quorum, and y'all would stand for the prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just ask that you be with us as we go through our meeting, Lord, and help us make the best decisions for the district. Lord, we ask that you be with the student staff and the remainder of the school year, Lord. Just ask that they have safe summer break, safe travels, and get some rest, Lord, and come back ready. Lord, all these things we ask in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. Okay, we have some guests this evening, and Ms. McCowan, would you like to go first?
Okay, I invited.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, nobody signed it.
Okay.
Richard usually likes to do, so I'm doing.
Thank you.
I invited Ms. Anderson. Ms. Anderson is the gifted talent testing for our district, and she just completed that. And Ms. Searles had revised the matrix to qualify, because this year we only had one student out of our entire campus at the elementary that had qualified last year. So I wanted Ms. Anderson to come and kind of share her testing and the results.
I have a breakdown for each campus for you. We tested 2 from the high school and 1 qualified. At the junior high, we tested 2 students, neither of which qualified. That for K through 5th, we tested 14 and 6 qualified. And they'll start receiving GT services effective the beginning of the year, next year, for the next school year. And so the testing is pretty rigorous for the kids, but they seem to enjoy it for the most part, and I think it is a work in progress. I know we kind of had to make some adjustments a little bit and tweak it, but I for me, have never done anything like that before. I felt like Kim streamlined it, and Ms. McCowan, with her guidance, I was able to kind of jump right in and start working on that. So I think we'll see more progress over the years with the new system that they have in place.
Good deal.
So,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
Ms. Carter?
So I brought Miss Emily Bass and Sydney Riggle, who are part of our student council board. Emily is the vice president, and Sydney is the treasurer. And so they've done a whole lot for the junior high this year, and I just kind of wanted them to share some of the things they did this year.
We just got done with teacher appreciation gift giving, where all of our members were assigned a teacher and we all got gifts for them.
We also organized a memorial for Jesslyn. We raised money to make a memorial for her throughout the school.
Also, we had to switch teachers in between because of the girls, and so when we were with Miss Robinson, we did coins. So she 3D printed coins, and if you got a certain amount of coins, then you were allowed a snack or a drink or something.
Good deal.
Yeah, good job, girls.
Oh yeah, we did a wrapping paper or fundraiser, something like that, to give to CCS and to give back to the community. So we did something.
All right. Thanks.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Coach Wiggins.
We had 3 kiddos that advanced to the state level in athletics this year. Avery Connor couldn't be with us tonight, but we'll get her at the next meeting, so she had a picture in the paper. But these 2 boys did. Danner's playing golf. His practice round is Sunday, and then he's got 2 rounds starting Monday and Tuesday at Lions Municipal in Austin. And then Braden Freeman went to state in 100 and 200. He won the region for the second year in a row in both the 100 and 200. And wound up finishing 4th at state in both of those respectively. And so I'm extremely proud of these kids. They've represented our school very well and competing at a very, very high level, and couldn't be more proud of them. And like I said, we'll get Avery's picture next board meeting so she can get up here, but they've done everything we've asked them to do.
Congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you. Up here, let's get a picture.
big shoes.
Thank you. Ms. Carter?
And Ms. Carter, did you want to come?
Don't feel like this.
Thank you.
You look like you're little.
Good luck.
Okay, let's canvass the election for the 2023 trustee election.
All right, the results of the election there, incumbent position 4, Stacy Booth received 62 votes. Incumbent in position 5, Logan Bidwell received 66 votes. And the opponent, Ben Allen, received 59 votes. And so the two incumbents, and trustee in position 4, Stacy Booth, and trustee in position 5 is Logan Bidwell. So we just need a motion to approve the canvassing of the votes.
Have a recommendation by Jason, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to canvass election results of 2023.
Have a motion by Doug, do I have a second? Second by Mike. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. Okay, new officers, we need you to do your statement and oath.
Okay. I mean, y'all can both stand, and then I gave it to you where it might be easier just to read it.
Sure.
Oh, we're back in the day. Okay. You can raise your right hand if you want, like, look up at you for the
You got a Bible?
I know.
I, Logan Bidwell, do solemnly swear that I have not directly or indirectly paid, offered, promised to pay, contributed, or promised to contribute any money or thing of value, or promised any public office or employment for the giving or withholding of a vote at the election at which I was elected, or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation, whichever the case may be, so help me God. I, Logan Bidwell, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of School Board Trustee for the Sanford French Independent School District of the state of Texas, and will do the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state, so help me God.
I, Stacy Booth, do solemnly swear that I have not directly or indirectly paid, offered, promised to pay, contributed, or promised to contribute any money or thing of value, or promised any public office or employment for the giving or withholding of a vote at the election at which I was elected, or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation, whichever the case may be, so help me God. I, Stacy Booth, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of a school board trustee for the Sanford French Independent School District of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state, so help me God.
And then I'll notarize it.
Okay, and we're gonna reorganize the board. First off, the elected president. Nominations.
I nominate Billy Ryder.
Stacy nominated me. Any other nominations?
I nominate Logan Bidwell.
Nomination for Logan. Okay, any others? Okay, all in favor for Logan Bidwell? Raise your hand. 3. And for me. 3. So, the way that works is whoever is sitting in the chair, I guess, retains it, I guess. Is that the way it works or not?
Sounds good to me.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I think that's the way I read it.
There's
You want me to Google it?
Yeah, it's in the policies.
Maybe a long meeting.
All I see is it says that the vote fails, so do we vote again?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I know, so who
Yeah.
didn't vote?
Continue voting until nominee receives the majority.
Yeah, that's, I think we vote again.
Okay,
And you can vote for yourself, don't be shy. There's 7
all in
of us.
favor of Logan? All in favor of Billy? Well,
That's about what this thing does.
We learned something new.
Did you get all that, Tanya?
Yes. I'm gonna have a translator tomorrow, but I will.
okay. So next to be vice president. Have any nominations?
I'll nominate Chad Marshall.
Chad Marshall.
I'm
Any
on
others?
Logan.
Stacy nominates Logan. Okay, all in favor for Chad? How many? Did you raise your hand, Rusty?
3.
3. All in favor for Logan? I didn't vote. 3.
Okay.
I abstained last time.
So Logan.
All right, so Logan got the 4th.
All right, elect secretary.
I nominate Chad Marshall.
I second that.
Anybody else have
That's my nomination.
nominate for secretary? No other nominations Chad as secretary.
Do we have to vote? We didn't vote.
Well, nobody voted.
We can. All in favor of Chad? All in favor for Chad? Motion carried. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
All right, does anybody have anything, any questions on the consent agenda? I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda, items 1 and 2.
Motion by Mike, second.
Second.
Second by Rusty. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. All right. On to the regular agenda, discuss and take action against EIC local.
All right, the EIC local, we just want to clean the language up on it. If you look at it, it currently says the calculation of class rank shall exclude grades in physical education, any course substituted for physical education, band, ROTC, summer school, and a dual credit course taken anywhere other than the district high school. And so we would like to change the language and put not offered through the district high school. That way, you know, because not all of the classes are taken. You got cosmetology where they actually go to the college, but they take it through us at the college. And so, you know, this is saying that cosmetology wouldn't count because it's taken other than at the district high school. So we just want to clean the language up, and that should do it there.
Any questions? Okay. The motion to approve the EIC local.
I move to approve EIC local.
Motion by Doug, second. Who said it? Rusty. All in favor? None opposed, motion carries. Okay, discuss and take action on 2023-24 West Texas Food Service Cooperative Interlocal Agreement.
All this is, it's just our interlocal agreement through the West Texas Food Service to do all our bids to get our food for our cafeteria. So this is just approving the interlocal agreement that we use them to get all our bids for us, take care of our food.
Okay. Questions for anybody?
That's who we normally go through.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I move to approve the 2023-2024 West Texas Food Service Cooperative Interlocal Agreement.
Motion by Chad, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Logan. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. Okay, move on to campus reports, and we'll start with Mrs. McCowan.
All right. Okay, at the elementary, our attendance is sitting at 94.31. We have 320 students currently. We've been busy. Today we had 3 Little Eagle rallies. Yesterday and earlier in the year, Ms. Carr and I spoke about having the fifth graders transition, so they're not so scared when school starts next year to come over to the junior high. So we bused the fifth graders over in their 2030 graduate shirts, and Ms. Carr showed them around and explained how middle school works. And one of the little boys asked if he needed a map, and then as we left, he realized he didn't need a map at the junior high. So they felt a lot better about it. They were relieved, and I'm really glad that Ms. Carr and I coordinated that to get them over there to have them walk the halls. And I think that's going to be a good start for them. Also, we have met with a couple of Ms. Carr's teachers. They've come over to kind of get to know the students before the students come over, which is a good thing. We've given them some data. We've actually met with them a couple of times. So I'm just trying to coordinate that a little more effectively so that the transition is a little smoother for our kiddos. In May, we had ST Math Night. ST Math is a program that we use that's funded by Phillips for 3 years. And they were very kind. They brought 20 games. Each box holds 3 math games. And then they provided pizza for parents and students. And so we hosted that in May. we had the high school come over and they conducted a play. But Ms. Wiggins had given them the skills that our kids work on about being a leader, putting first things first. And so the kids actually wrote their own plays over those goals for our students. And so it was nice for them to reinforce those for us. Our pre-K had a Cinco de Mayo tea. We did something a little different this year for our AR parties. We did a foam party, and that was a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed that. I guess we have a new manager at Dairy Queen because he is very kind and enthusiastic about having our kiddos come over. Every picture we took, he was in that photo. And we went to Dairy Queen for the math parties this year and had a blizzard. We also hosted an overnight breakfast for those kids that really went above and beyond in AR. And then our teachers last week were just showered for Teacher Appreciation Week by PTO, and it was greatly appreciated. We finished our NWA testing, and we had our track meet. That was a great success. The highlight, I think, was watch a pre-K run. That was a lot of fun, and they enjoyed that. So we're still conducting our drills. We had another fire drill this month. We're waiting for those raw scores for STAR to come in this next week to look at who's going to need to come to summer school. Ms. Carr and I coordinated our summer school dates so that we can knock out those hours that we're required to do for each subject develops 30 hours right now of tutorials. I'm hoping that that's reduced, but right now it's 30 hours per subject. So we're going to host summer school June 5th through the 15th. And then we're going to honor those that are moving on from the elementary to do other things with a Blue Without You breakfast coming up this week. Everything's blue themed, and we're going to have a breakfast for those that are leaving. And then I added some pictures. You'll notice up in the top left is Miss Sanders. The Borger Theater was really kind and donated movie passes to all of our teachers. So Coach Moose and I served popcorn and took those around. And then ST Math 9, that is Gigi the penguin. And they brought that out when they came. You'll see the kids in the foam. And then a couple of the high schoolers with wrote their play. The Cinco de Mayo tea, and then down in the bottom right, I think the kids thought it was the cool. They liked having the donuts, but they really liked coming into the teacher's lounge to eat the donuts. So we hosted that in the teacher's lounge, and then our Sweet Pre-K team that had Cinco de Mayo's up at the top right, and then Dairy Queen. I guess he didn't jump in that photo. He's in all the others, but they enjoyed going over to DQ for their math parties. So it's been a really good year, and I just want to say that I didn't enter this year fearful because I was excited. I've been in education for 28 years, and I knew that I had the backing of the people in this building, and it meant a lot because I was excited about coming to work. I have been supported by everyone in this building. I know I have called Mr. Garrison and Kim so many times, and they answer the phone every single time. Technology has been fabulous. The maintenance team has been fabulous. Tanya, she had to reset my password again today. I'm going to do better with that. But and Richard and Wendy and Jill, I was really embraced this year, and I want you to know that I'm just have a lot of gratitude for that because it was a really good year.
Good deal. Thank you. You're very welcome.
You did a great job.
Okay, Mrs. Carr.
Can I just say ditto?
You can.
What she said. So on the front, I just put some of the people that we celebrated over the month of May. We had Lunch Lady Day, which we're very appreciative of our lunch ladies.
Sorry about that.
And we had Administrative Professionals Day, which Kira and Courtney are awesome. They hold the office together for sure. And then we also had Teacher Appreciation Week. Our student council did a lot for our teachers with gift baskets and some snacks. Phillips brought us some tea, which the teachers loved. And then we had a couple of just parents and other people donate some stuff to the teachers. So we had a good Teacher Appreciation Week. Today we had our awards for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. All afternoon we did that. We had a really good turnout of parents for that, and of course we had the last day of school. On the last day of school at the junior high, we're actually having a fun day outside where we we've got a bunch of outdoor games, and we're gonna just play outside and have fun. Pictures I put that are it was supposed to be 6th and 7th, not 7th and 8th. Band went to a contest in Tulia, and they received 1s for all of that, so very proud of them for that. Go to the next page, Felix. A couple of our teachers, Miss Glosson and Miss Hale, took a group of our kiddos to the Amarillo Zoo, and they really had a blast doing that. And then below there we have Miss Munden, after the STAR test was over, with the 7th grader, she had Teach the Teacher, which every day she would have a couple students from each class teach her how to do something. And then she got taught how to do all kinds of stuff. So I know that they all had a whole lot of fun with that. Next one, please, Felix. And the next one's our attendance, which I can't read, so. So the top one is just for this 6 weeks, and we are at 94.05 for all 3 grades. And then the next one is overall year to date, and we're at 94.69 for that. You go to the next one, Felix. So that's it.
Okay, good deal. Thanks. Right, Mr. Wiggins, or Coach Wiggins.
Well, as you can see, we're finishing the year really performing well. Baseball finished strong, won a trophy for the first time in 5 years, since 2017. We have not put a team trophy in the trophy case of any sport until this year. Softball won 2 in the playoffs. And couldn't be more proud of a group of boys and girls that finished well. Track finished well. We had way more kids competing at the regional track meet this year than we did last year. And like I said, we had 2 go to state in track and 1 in golf. Athletic banquet was a great turnout for those of you that were there. It was a huge turnout, and that's a testament to the support of the community and our parents. So I appreciate everybody that's supporting their kids. And I'd also like to take time to thank all our coaches, because I'm telling you, that is a very thankless job, very critical job by the public. But I appreciate all the hours they put in. They get here at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they get home at dark, and that's their life. And you know, when they get home, they don't even get a chance to turn the switch off usually, because they got to take their job with them. But it's easy to tell them thank you in the coach's office. It's harder to tell them thank you in public like this. So I just want to make sure they know how much I appreciate it. Moving forward, we've wrapped up everything but dinner and golf as far as what UIL competing, but we're already starting our camps. Those flyers have been sent out and posted for all sports. 7-on-7 leagues have been posted for the kids. Same way with volleyball, basketball, and then summer strength and conditioning will start May 30th. Last year we kind of started the same way. We started the Tuesday after Memorial Day, so all of those dates are on the district website, also on the events calendar, so you can get on the events, even though they're not actually UIL events, they are pertaining somewhat to the school, so they are on the events calendar. And so everything that gets us all the way through the end of July is actually on the events calendar. And if there's a few adjustments, then they'll come as they go. But this year, with Borders change in coaching, they're not hosting the 7-on-7 league. We've had parents ask about that. They're actually, the league is actually going to be River Road. They're the only ones that would host us and actually hosting a true league per se. So we're going the other direction this year, but they're the ones that can get us all in. And I think I'm excited because it's a change of scenery. We're not going against the same old folks every time. So, but other than that, we're extremely excited just to have a break, because next week we're giving the kids off really hard after Memorial Day. Any questions?
What grades is the summer workout?
So legally through UIL, we can work out incoming 7 through 12, but we've always included 6 through 12. And there's even been a few 5th graders that showed up. Just know that if any 5th or 6th graders show up, don't get upset when we give them a broomstick whenever they're doing their lift, or when if we give them something really light so they learn the technique. But as far as all the running and conditioning, it would be no different than what we would expect in a PE class. But the weight room, we got to be real selective for liability purposes. But 7 through 12 is what we can legally do. But if anybody wants to have their kid exposed early at an earlier date, I'm more than welcome to have them within reason. Just know that as a coach, we're going to use our best judgment to make sure that they don't hurt themselves.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay. Mrs. Searles.
Alrighty, I really didn't put a lot other than some of what I've been working on and some of what I want to work on because it kind of changes depending on what we need. I mean, right now we're waiting on STAR scores. I've been helping the high school teachers get ready for summer school, just with the transition of changing over up there, kind of taking over that. So we're working on what work plans are, what curriculum we're going to use. Hopefully, when we get our results next week, then we'll know better what we're going to do. Still waiting on teacher incentive allotment application information. Hopefully we'll get some kind of preliminary information soon. In June is kind of when they send that out. If you have to make any changes, won't know the official until August. We worked on our district improvement plan. We had a meeting last week, and so at the next school board meeting in June, I'll have that official plan ready to go for you guys to approve for us for next school year on what the goals of the committee decided for us to work on as a school district. But really just trying to support teachers and principals getting ready for the end of the year, and then planning for next year. We've already planned our back to school family party, what we're going to do. We rented out the doghouse swimming pool and burger, and we're going to have the rock climbing walls, and we've reserved a room where we can have pool tables, and we're going to have pizza and popsicles, and so we'll have a bigger and better where we have air conditioning and a little bit longer time here. We think that'll host us a little bit better than we did last year, and try to get ready for our professional development and stuff like that. We'll start coming up with plans for that too. So lots of behind the scenes things going on there.
Sounds good.
What is the parent university?
Well, that's something that I've kind of run, across to the principals. We feel like our parents need a little more training maybe, and some different things they can do to help their kids on different campuses. It's a lot of schools are going to like parent universities instead of like parent trainings, and so I don't know, it's an idea I'm trying to throw out there, but maybe have nights where we have parents come up and learn, better how to help their kids with homework, or what STAR scores really mean, or, we'll open it up to get parents to see what topics they wanted to learn about. But we know at all campuses we need more parental involvement, especially, upper grade levels. Sometimes parent involvement, dies off a little bit, and we want to support our kids better academically. It looks, to me, it's more an academic focus with parent involvement versus, an athletic focus. So kind of running around ideas in my head on how to get parents more involved, getting them some support where they feel like they need it. They may have things that they want to learn about that we just don't even know. So want to offer some support out to our parents and get them trained, and if we can support them, maybe they'll help support us too in other areas.
Anybody else? Thanks. All right. On the business manager, you said you needed to.
Yes, sir. There's a couple things in Richard's report. If you'll click on the first report there, the business manager's report. Y'all asked us to talk to the lawyer about the elementary roof, and we've been playing phone tag with him for a couple months now. We finally talked to him, and the company that did put the roof on does still exist. They have a small business in Amarillo. They do have substantial land assets. The most we could sue for is $209,207. The lawyer speculated that the reason the other law firm didn't want to mess with it is because of the nature of the claim, so that's why they figured they told us that they no longer existed. The lawyer said they would not do this case on contingency. He said the construction cases are quite difficult and they cost quite a bit to pursue, so he thought that what it would cost us to pursue it would be equal or greater than the possible claim we could get. He also said that we'd have an issue with the claim because we didn't give the company a chance to come back and fix it. Well, that was the second time they'd done the roof, so he said that would help our claim somewhat, but he said, it'd still be difficult in it. And so he said, we have a couple options, you know, we could full out sue them and go for the 209, or we could send them a demand letter to where we demand they reimburse the district, but basically on that, it's gonna cost us about $3,000, and all they have to say is, no, we're not doing it. So, he didn't flat out tell us not to do it, but he said, you know, if you wanna throw more bad money after bad money, then it's y'all's choice. So, after talking to Richard, we'd recommend that we don't proceed any further with it and chalk it up as a loss and move on.
I appreciate you not lying to us.
Yeah. No, I've been impressed with this law firm. I think, I'm glad that we switched when we did last year, because they've been, I know I've had the lawyer on the phone many times this year, and she's been great, and, you know, we played phone tag with this guy, but he got back with us, and so. Any questions or comments on that for? All right, if you want to go down, the next thing we need to discuss is what insurance option we want to go with. It is going up considerably. So currently our contribution is $146,619 total. And if you look at our options for the next year in 23-24, option 1 is $187,985, which we could pay a buy down endorsement, and the deductible is $100,000. Option 2 is $164,192 with a deductible of $250, or we can go with $147,855 with a deductible of $500,000. And in the past, we haven't done the buy down, and so you know, we talked about looking for other, you know, insurances, but the thing about when you go with TASB is, you know, they've got a lot of money and they can back it up. And so if we did have a disaster, you know, you look at another neighboring school district several years ago that went with a company other than TASB, and then had some massive hailstorm come and destroy several of their, you know, roofs on their schools, and then said, well, we can't do it, filed bankruptcy, so they were at it and they had to pay for it anyway. So, you know, it's our recommendation we stick with the TASB. It's just we need to figure out what option you want to do. Our recommendation is just to go with option 3 and with the higher deductible, because basically, you know, if you look at the difference in the deductibles, you can nearly make it up, you know, $40,000 difference there. So, I mean, but it's whatever. We just want to know your opinion on it so we can move forward there. So, is anybody opposed to us going with option 3 on it? Questions, comments?
It's a big deductible, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, that is a big deductible.
I mean, you're, for half that, for just what, less than 20,000?
Right.
I'll call that option 2, but that's just my opinion. And I'm not usually one to spend more money, but if something happened, we gotta come up with another 250,000.
We're spending an extra
There's
17.
Yeah, 17.
Right.
So, I don't know.
10 and a half.
I mean,
You ever have a year that nothing's happened?
not that I remember.
Maybe this year?
With 500.
Yeah,
I like 2.
I feel like 2.
Okay.
I don't know. Do we
What
want
do y'all think?
Do y'all wanna, everybody weigh in?
17,000 versus 250,000.
Yeah.
Big difference.
It's, $500,000 makes me very uncomfortable.
Me
$250,000 I don't like, but $500,000 makes me very uncomfortable.
So do they, we don't need to vote?
No.
Yeah, 2.
Have we had it flooding?
Does anybody else not like 2? Or,
2's a better option than 3. Okay.
Perfect. Not for his, I can do it. Yeah. Mine, BPA competed in nationals They did a great job there. I don't want to spoil it. They're going to try to come in the June meeting. We were going to try to have them here tonight, but the sponsor is in Austin with the kiddos that are competing at the state academic meet. And so we wish them good luck as they got down to Austin this evening. They were going to go eat a good meal and get ready to compete the next couple days. So Mrs. Gray and Mrs. Walker are down in Austin with those kiddos. And so we're just wrapping everything up, semester tests and the high school the next couple days, and then several other activities. Just a reminder that our employee appreciation banquet is 11:30 Friday. If y'all can be there, that would be awesome. And so Smitty Brothers are catering that, and then we've got graduation set for 7 p.m. on Friday. As of right now, it's looking like it's probably going to be indoors for the first time in a good while. But, you know, we'll wait and see. Maybe the weather forecast will change. I don't know.
We'll do that where? In the gym?
We'll do it in the gym if we have to move indoors. It's not ideal because there's not enough seating, but we don't have anywhere else to do it that's, you know, that big. So we'll do it in the gym on Friday night. So, and if if we do it outside, if y'all can meet in here at about 6:45, the ones that can be here. If not, we'll meet over at the old gym at 6:45.
Everybody make it.
And I'll let you know one way or the other where it's at, so you know where to go.
Rusty? You've been to lunch?
Okay.
Neither one?
Okay.
Let's just do, what about the lunch?
I'll be above.
So it'll just be me and you, Stacy, and Rusty.
Okay, let's see.
Yep. We can do that. I need you to prepare a speech.
Okay, sure. Sure. As long as one of y'all say a prayer.
Okay. Okay. Right. So we got all that settled, and the next meeting in June. Do you think we need to have it before the 13th?
Richard thought the 13th would be plenty of time, so.
Okay. So is the 13th okay for everybody?
I believe so.
We're supposed to go to Mary Lucy, y'all can do it, y'all.
Good with that, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. 13th at 6. And does anybody have anything else? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:43. Do I have a second? Second by Logan. All in favor?